everyone. Welcome to A New Normal, Living a Unified Life. Which way am I pointing? It's not on.
Hi, my name is Bissmeyer, and I am 20 years old and from San Antonio, Texas. I graduated from Alamo Heights High School in 2015, and I am so proud and excited to be here today to talk to all of you.
Hi, I'm Ivalis Guajardo. I'm 19 years old, and I graduated from Alamo Heights High School in 2017. We're here today to talk about not only our love for inclusion, but the profound impact that it's had on us.
Special Olympics was one of my favorite parts of high school. During basketball, I remember one game where we won, and I made a lot of baskets that helped us win. Basketball was my favorite sport, but I also really liked bowling. I'm very good at bowling and loved going to the competitions with my friends. We always practice a lot and would even do practices with the elementary and middle school Special Olympics teams, and they would come to the high school.
Peer tutors from the high school are able to go to basketball practices and other regional Special Olympics competitions. Gets everyone always really excited because it's an outing that we all get to do together. In that picture on the far right is me and my friend Conrad at one of the regional basketball competitions. We're able to cheer on the athletes and celebrate their wins.
I always liked practicing in bowling and basketball, but I also did flag football. This was outside of school, but always really fun to play. I got to meet people that didn't go to my school and play the game with them too. And it was really cool. They all taught me to be a better athlete and friend. I learned a lot about teamwork and have fun while we did it.
Our first real push for inclusion as a school began in 2015 with the first Erase the R Word pep rally. It was a huge success among our student body, and everybody really played an active role in it. Every student received a free Erase the R Word shirt and wore it to the pep rally in support of the recent Special Olympics competition season that had just ended.
I love the Erase the R Word pep rally, and was one of my favorite events that our club did. A lot of people didn't know how much that would hurt people's feelings, but I think they all learned after that. It really made me feel important. Everyone stood up and said the pledge together. The cheerleaders cheered for us, and all the students were cheering for us, just like they do for all these sports.
I think this pep rally is when things really started to get serious for people, and they started to take our club more seriously. They were getting behind the movement that we were starting and began to foster empathy because of it. The R word isn't slang to throw around. And after this pep rally and the pledge that everybody said as one, I think it really got through to people, and we instantly became more unified. These weren't seen as just free shirts anymore. They had a message and a meaning behind them that people truly believed in.
After the pledge, I didn't really hear a lot of people saying that word anymore. We replaced it with another R word, respect. If anyone did say that word, someone always spoke up. We all came together. People still wear those shirts all the time.
The pledge became personal. It wasn't just something we did online because it was required. I believe that when you see the direct community that it's affecting and hurting, and you know them, it's easier for things to connect. You don't want to hurt someone's feelings that you know and have a personal relationship with. And that's what happened after this movement. Everybody became friends. It wasn't just the life skills class anymore. It was just your friends.
This is me and my twin brother Scott. He and my whole family were so excited about this pep rally, and since everyone got a shirt, we all matched. It was cool to see everyone wearing the same shirt and supporting us. It made me feel proud. I had never been a part of something this big with the school before. It was really all about us and our team.
We always had the bricks, we just hadn't had started building. The late Linda Duffy truly embodied everything our program is about. She was a special education teacher for 35 years at Alma Heights Independent School District. Her love for this program began when she volunteered at, surprise, a Special Olympics competition when she was in high school. Things really do come full circle.
Miss Duffy was my teacher for 3 years starting when I was in pre-K. I didn't remember much, but I loved looking at all the pictures and I visited her when I was older. She was really nice and taught me a lot. I'm seeing on her lab in that picture. My friend Annie is also in that picture on the top. I've been with these people all my life.
Miss Duffy started a scholarship for seniors from the high school to go to college and help individuals with disabilities as a career, just as she did. I was the most recent recipient my senior year, and unfortunately the last to meet her, as this summer she passed away due to ALS. She was a truly influential member of the Alma Heights community from the beginning till the very end. She was a true light, and her legacy ensures that it will never dim. Miss Duffy isn't the only person at this school that has this passion, and at Alma Heights, this is the new normal.
I love all the teachers I ever had at Alma Heights. Miss Butts, Miss G, Mr. Marco, Miss Vicky. They all always helped me so much. I learned so much from them, and they really made me feel like high school was a home school. Was always something I look forward to. Even if I didn't go there anymore, I know I could count on them. And I love to visit all my old friends.
A lot of people have these kinds of students and teachers at their school, and they probably don't even know it. The cultivation of kindness and empathy can't happen in a day, and it can't happen just because of one person. It's a mindset, it's a lifestyle, and it includes inclusion. After the pep rally, the culture of our school really shifted in the right direction. We began to build our own legacy with those bricks, and this was a ground-up operation. We went to football games all together, and of course had holiday parties and homecoming. We went to prom together, not just as a club, but as friends. We had a photo shoot just like any other prom group would, and our transportation wasn't totally conventional, but renting out a whole school bus was definitely a prom first. It's basically a limo, right?
I love prom. I went with my friend Annie, and we were amazing dancers. We were all in the picture with my brother Scott and his friend Aaron. We all had such a good time at our senior prom. And it was a night I'll always remember.
All of our events were great, but we always wanted something a little bit bigger. My senior year as co-president, our club started the first ever Run, Walk, or Roll into Inclusion 5K. Not gonna lie, this was probably the most stressful event that we put on, but it was also the best. We put in so much work and it really paid off. Really, who knew getting 200 energy bars and bananas would be that difficult? After my friend Gabby and I were on the news to promote the run, and let me tell you, it is really hard to get people to sign up just to walk. We had a huge spike in attendance. This was amazing because it truly showed how unified our community could be. People of all ages and all abilities attended, and it was so beautiful to watch and be a part of. I can truly say this was one of our proudest moments as not only a club, but a community and a city, especially as me and my friend Gabby rolled across the finish line.
So life after high school is pretty different. I love high school, but I really love my job now. I work at Hortensia's. It is a cafe on the Incarnate Word campus. And at work, I do things like restocking cups, lids, and chips. I also take out the trash. It's not the best, but I still have to do it. I also like mopping. It makes my time go faster. My favorite is really wiping down tables. It's fun to me. I schedule the via trains to work and come back home. I love being independent. Having my own job like this has given me a lot of experience, and it makes me feel motivated to do more.
So what do you usually spend your paycheck on?
I like going to the movies a lot. I love Harry Potter and Star Wars. I love Star Wars, but I like the magic in Harry Potter more. I go out to eat with my friends. I love all kinds of food, and my favorite restaurant is Chick-fil-A and 410 Diner because they have the best chicken.
So what else do you do in your free time?
I love getting to hang out with my friends, Ramon and Ben, from high school, and my family. I play video games with my friends, and those are fun. My favorite is Call of Duty. I also like playing ladder balls, sandbag toss, and completing in gymnastics and karate, but I'm not doing those right now, but I'm really good. I like traveling with my friends, my family too. We all go on vacations together. On Tuesdays and Fridays, I go to the San Antonio Life Academy.
What is the San Antonio Life Academy?
It is a day program for disabilities, and you can start going when you're 18, but there is no age limit. I love going and hanging out with all my friends like Annie and Lindsay. We always have so much fun together at the San Antonio Life Academy. I met a lot of other people that I have a lot in common with. We didn't all go to high school together. It is cool to meet new people and make more friends that live near me. My favorite thing to do at San Antonio Life Academy is karaoke. I have always loved singing in high school. Me and Andy would always do a song together at the talent show. That was so awesome. I always loved being on stage. My favorite song right now is High School Musical.
That is really so awesome. Is there anything else you like to do?
In the summer, I go to camp. I want to go for the rest of my life. I get to do canoeing and cooking and archery. We have a dance too. I get to spend a week with friends that are my age. I love it. I get to have my own counselor, but they're really just my friend for the week. There is a picture of my mom jumping me off in my cabin. It's fun to have a week to myself and get to do what I want. I think the best time is nap time. Will I see you there? A lot of people from Alamo Heights volunteer there too.
Dude, I love Camp Camp. Camp Camp is short for Children's Association for Maximum Potential, and it's actually where my love for this community began. I started volunteering when I was 14 years old and fresh out of 8th grade. I volunteered there for my first week, and 6 years and 36 weeks later, I haven't stopped. Camp is a place where individuals with disabilities, children, and adults are able to have the typical camp experience. It's 6 days and 5 nights of pure joy. It's a place where my friend M can jump into the pool for the first time, my friend S can spend her first nights away from home, and my friend K is treated like the queen she is. This past year as a senior and my 5th full summer at camp, I started college at the University of North Texas. I'm currently pursuing to double major in speech pathology and pre-occupational therapy, and although it sounds like I just want to be in school for the rest of my life, it's going to happen. I want to focus on early intervention in autism with speech, because I think speech is one of the most powerful and important things that any of us have, and I want to be able to give that power to other people. At the beginning of this year, I also got a job at the UNT Kristen Farmer Autism Center.
What do you do there?
Basically, I do applied behavior analysis one-on-one with a client as an associate interventionist. It's a lot of fun and a much different setting than I'm used to, but it's really, I'm able to see a lot of really good day-to-day progress. I've been in the school setting, in a camp setting, in a caregiver at home setting, and now clinical, and I think it's really just solidified the field that I'm going into and the passion that I have for it. But let me clarify. I don't think this makes me some great, amazing person by default, and I think a lot of people think that when they ask what I do. These things are all great and a very big light in my life, but they shouldn't be seen as these huge inspirational moments all the time. I don't do what I do because I want recognition or an award. I do it because I love this community more than anything on earth, and I want other people to see that we are so much more alike than different than they think. And I'm sure everybody in this room does their job for that same reason. These things we're doing should be seen as normal. Everyone deserves love, friendship, dignity, and the empowerment of independence regardless of their ability.
I agree. I love all my friends and everyone is the same to me. I'm exactly like anyone else. I went to school, I have a job, I hang out with friends, I go on vacation, and I play sports. This is all my normal life.
Yeah, well, so let me ask y'all, why does any of this matter? What are we working towards?
Everyone living unified.
Exactly. We want to focus on younger generations. Fostering empathy and compassion can't always start when someone is older or even when someone is in high school. We want to start younger because they're the future.
Like my little brother.
And my little sister. These generations are the future of unification and inclusion. At Alma Heights, they're beginning on working on starting a unified club / meet in the middle club at the junior school level. When I was in middle school, I didn't know anything about people with disabilities, and this club will give them the beautiful advantage that we didn't have.
I met a lot more people in high school, but having a club in middle school could have been really cool. We had peer tutors then, but the program wasn't very big, so I didn't meet a ton of people that I met later in high school.
I totally agree. Our community will be more unified and more inclusive as we make an effort to sustain the stamina and momentum that we've worked so hard to build up. When I started babysitting for one of my sweetest friends, Grace, when I was in sophomore in high school, my family still didn't know much about people with disabilities, and they didn't totally understand why I cared so much, until they took the time to meet Grace and communicate with her in her way and learn the way she does. My sister and Grace discovered that they were in the same grade and became insanely close friends since then. And even though I'm not home anymore, they still hang out and I get a lot of pictures. This is the future of not only this community, but of this world.
I have always loved getting to know and hang out with my twin brother Scott's friends too. They are always really nice to me, and we all hang out together, his friends and my friends. We all have always become friends with each other. I love that. I have a brother my age and have him as my best friend.
And more people should have a best friend like that. My friends Julia and Conrad are here getting on the bus for prom. And this picture isn't inspiring to us. It's the new normal. Here's Gabby and Angel Eyes with the promposal he planned with the help of peer tutors. And this, while it is so cute, it is still the new normal. Everybody does these things, and people with disabilities are no exception.
Exactly. We just want to be treated like anyone else. We all do the same things, just in different ways.
So now we come to, what does inclusion mean in adulthood? Does it mean that you have to volunteer at every Special Olympics event? Or go volunteer at a camp all summer?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. What do you think it means, Will?
Maybe that everyone is the same, and we should treat people the same, telling your friends to erase the R word, and hanging out with me just like anyone else. Remembering every person is unique in their own way.
There are over 200 million people in the world with intellectual disabilities. And yes, I got that off the Special Olympics website. But that doesn't change the fact that it's true. Imagine trying to act weird and awkward around 200 million people just because they have different abilities than you. That sounds like a lot more work than just treating them the way that you wanted to be treated. And this doesn't mean we shouldn't love them despite their differences, but for them, because life is so much brighter and more beautiful when we embrace the diversity of our society.
Maybe that everyone is the same. Oh. So, what is next?
Yeah, Will, what is next? What are you going to do now?
I just love working at my job and enjoying my life. Maybe one day I'll live by myself or with friends. Right now, I'm really just enjoying my life. I want to be more independent. I get to do all the things I want, like maybe work at Chick-fil-A for free food. I want to travel with my family more too. I want other people to learn from me about inclusion and everyone we talked about today. What about you?
For now, I'm just going to work on my degrees so that someone will let me through their door. But ideally, after I get my degrees, I want to go to less developed countries where things like disability acceptance and awareness isn't well known. We have it pretty good here, and I want everybody that has disabilities to be able to have those same opportunities. I love all of my friends, and I wouldn't change a single one of them. And I want to dedicate my life to making theirs better.
So what? What are they going to do?
Then they're going to remember us when they go back to their classrooms or volunteer at a Special Olympics event. And maybe they'll think of us when they go to the store and see someone that has a disability. And maybe they'll talk to them or become their friend. Because sometimes friends come at just the right time like that.
Yeah, I think sometimes everyone needs a new friend.
Thank
you.